involved in the contest and continually crack in on the field, particularly with the rain coming down now. It's the more physical side will win this game.
Interesting. King's gone back into the ruck, Tucker forward.
Well, the rain is falling, as Dan mentioned. It's the umbrellas are out in force, and it's tough conditions for this last quarter as Anderson there puts his body over the ball. There's a free kick going the way of the Bulldogs, and it will go to Molnar. So Nick Molnar for South Croydon. Very much an up and under kick, high kick by Molnar. Malloy was involved, or under the footy there, couldn't mark it. Hartwig strongly tackled by Birch, and no prior opportunity there for Tyson Hartwig. So the umpire will throw it up, and Max King has another chance to inflict himself on this game of footy in the ruck. Handball was shot out then. Quick kick around the corner by King. Plenty of Doncaster defenders back there. Sia Cavallis, does he panic? No. Kept his cool and shoveled it out to Ramboldi. Ramboldi's kick around the corner was intercepted though by Donnell. Donnell dishes off the handball to Strawn. Little intricate kick to full forward. No mark. Rosier there. Almost gave a free kick away to Fogarty. Ball was shot out again. Quick kick out of the pack, but it was well off target there from the boot of Dylan Marshall, and he becomes yet another behind kicker today. Brash, about 16 of them, as you said. Yep. For South Croydon, who lead by 5 points.
So ball comes back in. Upper Gully have kicked the first goal in the final term against Doncaster East. It's only 21-point lead. Kick goes goal here. Here's Molnar again. That pushes it to the left-hand side. It's not uncommon for it to go through a behind for South Croydon this afternoon. It's a one straight kick ball game out here at Bayswater Oval. 2 minutes tick over on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 7:19, 61 to 8:7:55.
Dano King gone forward and Anderson back on the wing on Schimmelbusch.
He comes in from Hartwig. I'm not sure if that was touched. It might be a free kick to the Doggies. It will be. So Max King kicked 4 goals today. Well, absolutely super.
Go for it, Max.
Well, he might be a bit too far out to score there, Brash, as he kicks it in towards the forward pocket. They've kept the ball alive, though, linking handballs over the top. But this is Zippy King. That's his forte, almost, Zippy. But it's not uncommon. It's another point. So 2.5 minutes tick over, 7-point lead, maybe a handier point.
Yeah.
7:20, 62 to 8:7:55.
2 behinds today for Michael Zippy King as Hartwig brings the ball back in. Marn boots it forward. Up towards the wing, this looks good. Alessi takes possession. Over the top to Kalange. Under pressure, Kalange's kick bounces through. And where South Croydon missed those opportunities, Doncaster make good of them. Jake Kalange, he's had a quiet day, but he's kicked 2 goals. And Doncaster bring the margin back to just 1 solitary point.
Let's cross down boundary side to Dan Sensick.
Just to touch on what I said in the third quarter, Kalange may have had a quiet day, Brad, but he's actually had an involvement in 3 of Doncaster's their last 3 goals. He's kicked a couple and had 1 assist as well.
Barry Cott's around the grounds with the score centre.
Yes, to Division 2, 13-minute mark of the last quarter. Doncaster East 9-6-60, leading Upper Ferntree Gully 6-4-40.
So 20-point ball game out at Tormore. Ball back in the middle here. It's a 1-point ball game. We've picked the right game as we've done so many times. Kick was smothered by Kalange. Ramboldi got the knockout from that stoppage. Came out towards Finn and right on his hammer. Marshall. The ball was kept alive. That's good play. Ramboldi got the handball away to Fogarty. Got dispossessed of the football. Charging through. Stevie Donnell hits the deck on a strong Fogarty tackle. And we will have a ball up just inside the line.
This is a quarter when Anarchis really needs to stand up because he's been very, very quiet today. He needs to break the tag and stand up and give him something.
Mackenzie had the front spot. He got the knockdown to Marn. Speaking of the devil, Anarchis got dispossessed, holding the football. Chance for South Croydon to build themselves up from the half-back line. Short passes on, that's okay. Here's Matty Jones. Takes the mark on the edge of the centre square. Kicking towards the Bayswater Hotel end. It was a risky one that time, but He got the kick away, Ramboldi got the fist, and it goes over the boundary line and out of bounds.
I didn't like that piece of play. I thought that was very negative there by Matt Jones.
But not only that, they've done that a number of times, haven't they, South Croydon?
Yeah.
Their movements sideways out of the defence has often been poor and has caused them turnovers.
So it's a 1 point lead for South Croydon. Boundary throw-in, King against Mackenzie. Mackenzie won the tap this time. Molnar hunts after the footy and he's bumped over the line and will get a free kick there against Mackenzie. So free kick to Nick Molnar. Veteran for the Bulldogs, member of their last flag back in 2009 in Division 2. Molnar's kick up towards the wing. King on a long lead takes the mark, wheels around now, puts the kick forward. Whelan's back there for Doncaster. Dangerous handball. It's intercepted. Knocked along the ground. Whelan dives in after the ball again. Tucker is right there to keep him company and force the ball up. So again, it's deep in South Croydon's forward line as the umpire throws it up. Tucker wins the tap down. Malloy close to the boundary and over the line. Still a 1 point lead for Doncaster. In this quarter, they've kicked two behind. South Croydon have kicked two behinds.
Barry Cotts.
Yeah, just 5.6 minutes into the last quarter. It's Glen Waverley Hawks 10-8-68. Oh, sorry, make that East Burwood 10-8-68, trailing
Glen Waverley.
9-9-63.
Well said.
Yep.
Umpire to bring the ball back into play here to a left forward pocket.
South Croydon leading by a point, BWS, I should say. I said Doncaster were. That's
And
the Bulldogs in front.
Deep in the doggy forward line. Mackenzie muscled his way to the front spot. That was good. They got the clearing kick out of the danger zone in towards the middle of the ground. Now high flyer there was James Crowell. Couldn't pull the mark down but won the free kick. So he'll thump the ball back in. 2 kicks from home. That's every bit of a thumping one up towards the top of the goal square. Comes down to ground level. Scooped upon by Frankie Anderson, who couldn't get enough curl on it. Wanted to push in the back, but just take the boundary throw in. They've still got it in their forward zone. 7 minutes tick over. 1 point lead. 62-61. South Croydon. 27 scoring shots to 16. And they lead by 1 point. EFL Game Day, EFL.org.au around the globe this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast as the ball comes back in. Almost looked like Tucker might have been held in that ruck contest. Goes after it again on hands and knees, getting down low. And Maganis was there as well. And we'll have a throw up.
I'd like to think that South Croydon would want to start scoring, considering the amount of time they've had in this forward 50.
Well, it comes out now. Jones snaps around the body, kept the ball up. No, he didn't. I was right there to see it just go over, and we'll have a boundary throw in. So still 20 metres out, if that, from the doggy goal line. Can they stretch their lead? Time will tell. Dano King got the handball away. Snap out of the pack there by Rosier. That was smothered. There's a lot of players around this football. It's going to be hard to earn possession.
What's the bet? The umpires pick a free kick here very shortly just to clear the congestion.
Well, we got umpire Damien Sully right there. He'll call it how he sees it. There's no doubt about that. One of the best in the business. Throws it up now. Hands and knees. Going after it there was Mackenzie. Got brought to ground. He had some support there in Vanderhaar. Let's cross down boundary side to Tim Fitzsimons.
They've got to be smart here, Doncaster, if they can clear the ball. They've got Max King just sitting a kick behind the ball.
High throws it up, ball hits the deck. Mick Fogarty hits the deck and hands it back to the umpire. By Damien Sully almost having a bit of a laugh there. Throws it up now. King, Mackenzie. So close, little toe poker towards goal. I tell you what, I think that was Ben McDonald that might have got boot to ball there. In fact, it might have been Zippy King on his opposite boot. So it just pushed right. Lead out to 2 points. As a kick comes in, it was dangerous. And Blair Whelan takes it just inside the defensive arc for Doncaster.
That was great work from Big Maxi King then to nearly take that. He worked hard.
Whelan's kick to Conway on a long lead, but it was fisted over the boundary line.
He's gone out of it a little bit, Conway, hasn't he? He had that burst there of about 15 minutes, but he's been well shut down the last quarter and a bit.
Has indeed. It's a 2-point lead now for South Croydon. Free kick paid.
Push.
It's coming back for a push. It will go to the Sharks. And Coleman. So Nick Coleman, 2-time premiership player for Doncaster. At half-back. Kicks to the half-forward position, or really the wing position. Conway flew. Ball on the deck now, shovelled out, quick kick, tumbles forward. And Turner there was the intended target, but it was fisted away from him by McDonald.
That was a great result from a nothing situation then, to get that 30 metres.
Alessi comes on for Doncaster and will hit this contest hard. Smacked away now. Almost a free kick. Anarchis throws the ball on the boot, tumbles it forward. Marshall back there for South Croydon has had a few nervous moments today, Dylan Marshall.
Yeah, he's had the jitters, hasn't he?
Yeah, has a little bit. He's normally...
it happens to the best of them.
Yeah, not. It's out of character somewhat. Tucker palmed it down to Jones. Jones's thumping kick into the path of Birch. King is there. Michael King paddles it out to Birch now. Birch's handball was blocked though by Hartwig. Malloy throws the ball on the boot, and there wasn't much science in that, but it was effective.
Well, he was outnumbered 2-1 then, managed to cover up and then got the return ball to kick out. So that's a great result for Doncaster.
Just forward of centre for the Sharks, trailing this game by 2 points, 61-63. EFL.org.au around the globe today on EFL Game Day. Division 1 qualifying final. Ball hits, comes in. Here's Dano King. Couldn't quite trap the football. Went after it a second time. Over the top there was Conway. Nicely done though there by Jones. Got it out. Now the doggies are off up towards the half forward line. They're hugging the boundary line. It's going to go over and we'll have a boundary throw in, but they've got it forward of centre for them, just outside the centre square, but out of bounds.
Who's going to be the person that's going to break the game? Which side? Well, we just don't know yet. We still don't know.
Ask and answer your own question, Brush. I love it. As the umpire throws the ball back in and it hits the deck.
Well, I feel like it would be a guess, Brash, at this point to pick a team.
Barry Cotts around the grounds with the score setter. Sorry, Brad.
Yeah, the Division 4 update, Glen Waverley Hawks, East Burwood, and it's Glen Waverley Hawks 11-8-74 to East Burwood 9-9-63.
Strawn throws it on the boot. Glenn Strawn! What a goal! That's his second of the day. And Glenn Strawn, well, he's a beautiful left foot kick of the goal, but that time when he was forced to go on his non-preferred side, and gee, made good of it from 45 out. And a lovely goal, possibly a match-winning goal as South Croydon lead now by 8 points.
Yeah, well, you know, really, for the amount of time that South Croydon have had the ball in their forward 50, they probably deserve to get that goal. We've played 13 minutes, and I think it's been in their forward 50 for at least 11 of them.
Well, it's a 9-point lead now for South Croydon. Back in the middle, Anderson strongly tackled by Alessi.
Good tackle.
And it will be a ball up. Was a good strong tackle there. Umpire tosses it up. McKenzie out manoeuvres his opponent. Alessi, how did he get rid of that? The umpire said it was incorrect disposal, and it will be a free kick.
He can't take it. He can't take a trick in Arcus today, can he? 20-point lead to Doncaster East. 24 minutes into the final term.
Here he goes. Chris Anarchis over the top.
No,
he's going to come back. A free kick. Gee, Doncaster had the momentum then, but ball's going to come back to Nick Molnar on the wing.
Oh, that's telling.
So Molnar goes laterally with the kick to Mallison. Robbie Mallison's had a good game, kicked a couple of good goals, or one good goal. Goes short now to Jones. Jones again wants to just chip it sideways to McDonald. Careful use of the footy here by the Bulldogs. McDonald finding Rosier, and then Rosier, he just chips it sideways as well to Mallison. So So they're just steadying the ship at the moment. Mallison under pressure. Handball back to McDonald. McDonald's long searching kick to the wing, but a great mark back there by Finnan, who cops some attention after it as well, and will receive a 25-metre penalty.
He'll come up towards the half-forward line as well. So, once again, that real estate ain't great. As the kick goes in tight. Ball 50. Comer was the flyer at the back. Kalange at the fall. The ball wrapped up by Walker, and we'll have a ball up 45 metres out from the Doncaster goal line, trailing by 8 points halfway through the final term out here. Division 1 qualifying final day comes down nicely now. Hall just tried to break his way out. Somehow got boot to ball. Coming out there though for the Doggies. A quick clearing kick out towards the half back line. It's a foot race that'll look away. Handball over the top might work out okay. He's Finnan on the right boot. He looked straight, but the kick went sideways. Kalange was there. He went up in the contest. The umpire said play on. It bounced away from him. The clearing kick came out. Nicely done there by Strawn. He trapped it. The bounce was favourable. Basia Caballas was there for the Sharks to pick the ball up. He spun on a throat, got the handball away. Gonski threw it away. It's going to be advantage paid. Here's Robbie Mallison on the left boot. Here's a chance for the Dogs to go up towards the half-forward line, but they slow it down a little bit. Racing after it now. Glenn Strawn, who's kicked 2 goals, got it away on the right boot. They go inside forward 50, looking for the King direction. Oh. They went there. He stopped. He almost, it was almost an unfortunate altercation there, but it didn't happen. So we'll have a ball up 40 metres out from the Doggy goal line. Umpire Dan Beard wastes no time. Here's McKenzie, palms it down nicely. He had some friends there, but I think it's a free kick going the way of South Croydon here. It did look pretty. It did look tough. I'm going to say it was fair there on Paddy Rosier.
Yeah, it was there. It was definitely there.
All I'm going to say, I don't know, is that he's made 3 decisions where he's overturned the closer umpire in the last 30 seconds, which he should have just let him go.
Yeah,
let him go, I reckon. I don't reckon they were there. I don't reckon the throw was there needed. I don't reckon that was needed.
Tell you what,
that one down here with
this is a really, this could be the moment here for South Croydon. Could be the moment.
Yep. Hasn't kicked one today.
Rosier. He comes in. Listen to the Dog fans get around this here. Gun barrel straight that one. Listen to the crowd get around that. Fantastic stuff, South Croydon. They're going to take some sort of beating now at the 17-minute mark of this final term on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 9:21.75. It's a 14-point lead. Doncaster need 3 goals to get back in the front.
And the thing is that they've controlled the footy a bit better the last 10 minutes, without a doubt, South Croydon. They've just controlled it.
Barry Cott's around the grounds with the score centre.
Yes, we've got a final score in Division 2. Doncaster reached 9-6-60, have defeated up Country Gully 6-6-42. And interestingly enough, Doncaster did not score in the last quarter, but they still won.
I've got a contradiction there. It was 9-8 to 6-6 is what's come through for me, but we'll get the final score. Nonetheless, they're through to the big dance. Kalange off the ground! You can't tell me that he's kicked his third. Yes. Well, what an answer that was. If that can't spark your side, nothing can. On the inside out of the boot, off the ground, fantastic goal. And, well, Jakey Kalange sparks his side back into the contest.
They won't go away.
They won't go away. And South Croydon must be thinking, we've played them 3 times. We've been in front of them all day in both times we've played them.
And they still keep coming.
They still keep coming. So, crucial contest, this next one.
It is indeed. 9 points the margin. 8 points, in fact, the margin. 8 points the difference in the middle. Quick kick came out of the middle, and Arcus was had his arm held. Mark taken there by Donnell, who's been terrific for the Bulldogs today.
Barry Cott's around the grounds.
Yeah, in Division 3, Baronia, 9-10-64 to Heath 1-4-12-36.
Looks like the Hawks are winners, going to be winners there.
Ramboldi to Hall. Back to Ramboldi. Measures the kick, and it's a good one. Nice pass to Saville, who wheels around. Savile's long kick. Big fly from Kalange. Anarchis tries to hunt the footy down, but he can't get to it before it crosses the boundary line.
He was very lucky not to get a free kick against him, the Kalange, because he basically just jumped into the pack and really didn't have his eyes on the ball. Crow can feel a bit hard done by there.
Yeah, he did not look at it at all then. But
so
what happens here at this contest?
Yep.
9 goals, 21 plays, 10 goals, 7. It's an 8-point lead to South Croydon. And the boundary umpire building the suspense a bit. Well and truly taking his full allotment of time. Throws it in now. Molnar, handball, and they take it over the goal line. I tell you what, Jay Kalonge, he's like the antithesis today of South Croydon, because he's hardly had any opportunities, but he's made every use of every opportunity with 3 goals.
Walker takes the mark from the kick in.
Good to see you come out with big words too, Brad.
Yeah, I try and never so often.
On the right boot, thumping kick, McKenzie over the back, got the knockdown, ball hits the deck, Fogarty over the top, umpire Damien Sully will come in and throw it up.
Well, the way the game's been going in the quarters, I reckon we've probably got about 10 minutes left.
Yeah, there's certainly time. There's absolutely no doubt about that. McKenzie got away and Arcus got it to Ramboldi. He could almost have a shot here, Ant.
Well
he gets the handball away. That was okay. On the right boot. Turner goes goalward towards that forward pocket. Bouncing football. Right there was Jimmy Monks, and he sees it over for a boundary throw in left forward pocket. Doncaster's end.
He's had a quiet day. Brash, James Monks.
Yeah. Looked good early. Took a couple of strong grabs, but just can't get in the contest today.
Your voice just broke, Brash.
Thank you.
Got to have a laugh, don't you? Monks in the front spot, Anarchis at the follow ball, quick kick out. South Croydon, maybe a little bit of holding going on. Umpire's not going to pay that one. Came out Evans, got the handball away, scooped upon here by Fenton. Fenton around the body, no! He pushed it right. Ooh, take a breath, everybody. 21 and a half minutes tick over in the final term. Bendigo Bank scoreboard 9:21.75 is South Croydon. It's a 6-point lead over Doncaster, 10-9-69.
McDonald's kick to that outer side, and a strong tackle there by Cass on McKenzie, and he takes him over the boundary line. So 9:21.75 to 10-9-69.
Anyone going to bring up the draw factor?
No.
22 minutes gone in the final quarter, and one more goal for Doncaster would put us in that position where...
Oh, we go to extra time then, Noah.
5 minutes each way.
How good would that be in this game? A strong tackle by Anarchis, quick kick, tumbles forward, Monks there in the box seat, but Crowd did really well to fist it over the boundary line.
Yeah, Monksy needed to take a mark, needed to try and make something happen there. Cover yourself in glory. Unfortunately, it just wasn't there.
Boundary throw in, King went up for it, Marshall under pressure, throws it on the boot. High kick, doesn't clear the area, and Ramboldi, cool as you like, takes the mark. He judged that perfectly.
Back him in from here.
That was a very, very...
Well, he's a man for all occasions, Ramboldi. You know he can kick them.
That kick out of defence was a panic kick, wasn't it? A real panic kick.
Yep.
Well, Ramboldi, he was the hero just a few weeks ago against South Croydon with the winning goal. He can level the scores here at the 23-minute mark, and you would back him in to kick this. Fires it at the goals, makes no mistake, splits the middle, and Angelo Ramboldi has now booted 3 goals for the afternoon, 1 in each of the second, third and fourth quarters, and it levels the score, 75 apiece.
I'd go so far as to say that's one of the nicest kicks for goal I've seen for a long time.
Delightful, I'd call it.
Delightful, wasn't it? That was, like, compared to what we've seen today, that was pure.
Tebas, can you believe it? We're at a draw. We still can't separate these two great sides.
Barry Cott's around the grounds on the score centre.
Yeah, Division 4, Glen Waverley Hawks 12-11-83 to East Berwick 9-10-64.
Evans is off to the races for South Croydon. Ball goes inside forward 50. Looked like there might have been some holding up by Damien Sully. Said play on. Malloy got the little handball away, hit the ground. Cooper And we will have a ball up.
I reckon that was great umpiring.
Boundary throwing, I should say.
Great umpiring then. Both players held each other, fell down. Then that was really good under the circumstances then.
Yeah, Malloy has had a day he'd rather forget too. He's been not able to touch the ball this afternoon.
It is a ball up. I should have backed myself in here as umpire Damien Sully throws it up as Cooper goes after it, gets a handball away. Might be a free kick being paid. It will go the way of the Sharks. Tyson Hartwig hands the ball over to his teammate there in Blair Whelan, who just did a shocker of a kick, but Fogarty was there, waste no time, thumped it on the boot up towards the wing position, carries over all players. Marshall on the right boot for the Dogs, goes inside forward 50 in the front spot, getting down low. What a sensational mark that was. Is it being paid there to Whelan?
Yeah, it has.
It has. Saw umpire Damien Sully come in there, but geez, to get in front and to have that pressure on his back and to get down and take it, that was sensational. So the mark has been taken there by Blair Whelan, dumps the ball out towards the wing position. Big fly by Walker over the back, got the fist on the ball. Coming out there was Alessi. Little handball over the top was basically a throw. Once again, the non-officiating umpire is coming in to call it how he sees it. It'll be a free kick to South Croydon. Going the way of Matty Jones on the right boot, dumps the ball inside forward 50. Oh, dropped what he should have taken there was Fogarty. You don't see that too often. Right there was Roser, who didn't expect that to happen. Malloy came in, he got brought to ground, and we will have a ball up 55 metres out from the South Croydon goal line. Scores are level, 75 apiece, 25 and a half minutes gone. Will it be a draw? If it will be, there's 5 minutes going each way for both sides, but Doncaster, they want to keep the ball moving, and the kick goes up towards the wing position now. Bouncing football, and a mark has been taken, and now Doncaster go forward.
They do through Saville. Savile's long kick fisted away there by Crowell against Coleman over the boundary line for a throw-in.
I'd be throwing Anarchus forward. Yeah. Throw him forward.
Go for a break, Andy. Throw him in there. See if he can conjure up a match-winning goal.
Oh, we're in agreement there. Boundary throw-in.
What's going on there?
Holding on between.
And it's a ball up.
That'll be shallow throw-in, so try it again. Have another go at throwing it back into play. And it will be King against Mackenzie. So Mackenzie used his body well that time, just pushed King out of the contest slightly. Quick kick came out of the pack, up towards the wing position. McGarnis. He had no other intention other than taking it to the boundary line there, but the umpire was never going to pay deliberate in that situation.
Hasn't had a lot of the ball today, Mark Arnott, but he's certainly made sure Tucker hasn't had.
It's very true, and that's the way he plays. It's not about possessions, it's about holding his opponent up.
Correct.
Gee, I wouldn't mind knowing from the timekeepers there. Can you signal how many minutes we got left, guys?
Umpire throws it up. Mackenzie fists it down. Quick kick from Finnan. In the path of Saville, but McDonald led the race to the ball.
Are you going to play deliberate?
Straight over the boundary line. And you can see the arms outreached or waving around there from South Croydon supporters, from Doncaster supporters, sorry. But the umpire said no, it was not deliberate from Ben McDonald. So thrown back into play. King palmed it down to his namesake, Dan. Close to the boundary line. Socket off the ground by Sia Cavallis and over the boundary line.
You'd almost think BWS the next score wins it, doesn't it?
Well, yep. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Let's go to Barry Cotts around the grounds on the score centre.
Yep, the final score in Division 4 preliminary final. Glen Waverley Hawks 12-11-83 have defeated East Burwood 9-10-64.
Glen Waverley go through and go up a division next year, which is good. The ball came down, a kick goes out of bounds on the ball. And I tell you what, the Doggy faithful were going nuts. The Doncaster fans were going ballistic about that one. I think it's which way has it gone? There's still confusion over there. People are filthy. The ball goes up towards the wing position. McGarnis over the back, got the knock over the boundary line out of bounds. 28 and a half minutes tick on. It almost seems like there will be extra time. Barry Cotts, a quick score.
Yeah, Division 3 final score. Baronia 9-10-64 defeated Heathmont 4-12-36.
Yeah, good response there by Baronia to win this week.
What about these 5 guys down here that cannot get onto the ground at the moment?
No.
Just dying to. It's on the other side of the ground. We might see a whistle here, a free kick going the way of Doncaster. Let's cross down boundary side. Tim Fitzsimons.
Yeah, one of them players to speak of is Frank Anderson. We know he hasn't had a massive impact today, but who knows, 1 minute, all he needs.
Fogarty thumps it up towards the half-forward line. The pack flies, and it gets knocked over the boundary line and out of bounds.
Gee, any score will do.
I think the first three quarters have gone around about 29 minutes each, so it's got to be very, very close.
Yep, I reckon there's 1 minute and 21 seconds left.
There can't be much time left, that is for sure. Quick kick by Anarchus. McDonald got a hand to it, and there's a player hurt there for, it looks like Cox, I think it was, for South Croydon. McDonald, in fact, who's in a lot of pain just near the stoppage there, holding his arm. King won the tap down. Jones takes possession, gets the handball away, but it doesn't travel far. Rosier throws it on the boot, out of the pack. Rosier's kick up towards half
done.
Quick kick around the corner, that was effective. Intercepted though by Hartwig. What a game he's played.
Oh,
quick kick, missed the boot. The ball scored. It's all 2-on-1 favours South Croydon. King, the zippy one. And that Bulldogs lead by 6 points.
Zippity doodah.
Wow, Michael King, it was also the ball, but it just sat nicely for him. And once he got his hands on it, he was never going to miss that. And he hasn't kicked a goal today until then. But what a time to kick your first.
Yeah, well, that was all it was going to take, wasn't it, Davo?
Yep.
It's
amazing.
It's almost like any given Sunday, isn't it?
There can't be too much time left. 31 minutes are about to tick over. Umpire Dan Beard throws the ball up. Mackenzie versus King. Comes out towards Anarchus. Got muscled off with the ball. It's still in the middle of the ground. They'll like a stoppage, but here's a go. Fogarty on the left boot. But Doncaster, this is their last chance. Kalanch needs to take it. He almost had another around bowl. He tried to go after it. Nicely done there by Cox. He put the pressure on. He had some support as well. Over the boundary line it goes and out of bounds. 70 metres out from the Doncaster goal line. It doesn't get much better than this Division 1 qualifying final day. The Doggies lead by 1 straight kick. And the siren! What an epic clash that was today. Amazing stuff. Unbelievable. But this is for the Doggies fans. Hear the song.